to another video. Today I'm going to be talking about some of this year's top free agents. It's kind of a smaller class. I mean, it's a lot smaller than last year. Of course, last year was a huge free agency class. I kind of wish it was the same, but it's alright. I think we still got some good players in here, one elite player in particular. And let's start this off. Thank you guys first off for 100 subscribers. We hit it a few days ago, and we're just keep this grind going. So let's hop right into it, and I might be talking about some of these players' fits and where they could be going. I'm talking about Carmelo Anthony, who's had an amazing comeback season for the Blazers, putting up over 15 points a game, which is very impressive for a guy at his age. You don't see that too much in today's NBA. I mean, you see from guys like LeBron, but it's not that easy to find a guy who's like 35 years old plus that's still putting up 15 a game. He had a great playoff series against the Lakers. I don't see him sticking with the Blazers. I think he joins a bigger market team for the rest of his career. It'd be cool if he could win back to the Knicks, and I think that's a nice landing spot. Coming up next, we got Goran Dragic. He was a huge piece of this Heat's finals run. I think he did an amazing job. Of course, he was a little bit injured in those finals, but he came back and played great. I don't see him walking or the Heat letting him walk in free agency because of how big he is to this team. And I think the Heat try to do whatever they can to re-sign him money-wise. And I think this team could continue to contend. I think they got to add one more piece because now they got the Nets to go against with KD and Kyrie, and I think they're a better team coming right next year. As long as KD Fred leaving the Raptors, like they have a lot of money to re-sign these guys, and so I think for Raptors culture, I think he's a rising. He's been an amazing rising star these last few years. I think he stays put, and I think he's just like too big of a part in this Raptors organization for them to just let him walk. Like the dude is putting up 17 points a game last year. Like he's been improving tremendously every year, and I think that continues. DeMar DeRozan that I'm excited to watch where he goes this offseason. I really hope he goes back to the Raptors. I do think he'll be leaving the Spurs, and my prediction is actually he's going to the Raptors again. I think that's an amazing spot for him. They do have a lot of money to re-sign players and add new players in free agency. I think a lot of chemistry is still there with him and Lowry, and I hope he does. I really hope he goes back there. I think that'd be amazing, and I think it works out great. They could potentially make themselves contenders. It depends on the progression of a lot of their players, like Pascal, who will step up more again. We'll see how it goes, but I think it'll be an amazing team, very deep. Coming up next, we got Danilo Gallinari. I probably said his name wrong, but that's all right. I think he's also on the move. Reports say the Heat are favored to sign him. I could see that happening. There's also been some Lakers buzz, which would be amazing if that Lakers team just continued to add to their contending right now with their current roster. Not no matter whatever happens, but I think they're the favorite to win it right now, and Vegas odds have them be the favorite. But if I had to predict a team he joins that's not the Thunder, I would say the Heat, and I think he keeps some contenders. I think it'd be Heat versus Nets, Eastern Conference Championship. Definitely not the Bucks. The Bucks need to add some big pieces to get to that spot, but he'd be an amazing spot if this happened. Another bigger name for this free agency class is Montrezl Harrell. I'm kind of torn where he's going to go and what he can do. I think he'll be a toss-up until the end. I think he's going to be one of the last players to sign because there's not much out about what he's going to be doing. I think he could definitely be staying at the Clippers, or he could definitely be going to a team like the Bulls or Raptors. I think it'd be pretty cool to watch him on the Bulls. I mean, as a Timberwolves fan and a guy who doesn't like how stacked the West is, I would love him to move out of the West, even though he's not like a premier elite player. It's just another guy to take out of the West. Like, we need to get some talent out of here, like Westbrook rumors. I really hope he goes to the East as well. We'll see how it goes, but I don't really have a prediction for Montrezl Harrell. Next up, we got Serge Ibaka. The Lakers have actually a lot of buzz of signing this big man recently. I think it's going to be an amazing fit for the Lakers if they do end up going for him. There's been some rumors out that Ibaka has not been looking for too much money. I kind of doubt it's true, but the rumor was like $5 million is what he kind of wants. I expect that to be more, but if that's what he wants, that's a really low price, and I expect to be the teams. He can play power forward, center, amazing shooter. But at this point, he just might want to win a championship. He just won one 2 years ago with the Raptors and expect him to win another one. So yeah, I think the Lakers would be an amazing landing spot. But again, the Raptors still have some championship hopes, in my opinion. They just got to add more talent, and I think they can do it with the right management moves. Next up, we got Hassan Whiteside. I actually think Hassan had a really great season with the Blazers compared to expectations. He was almost getting 3 blocks a game, 15 points, 13 boards. He's not a very great passer, but I mean, he's a really big man, so what do you expect, I guess? But I think he should stay with the Blazers. I don't think anybody else other than the Blazers really give him the amount of money close to what he wants because he's another guy who just wants too much money. He's kind of like an Andre Drummond. Like Drummond wants like 25 plus $1 million a year, but he's not close to worth that. I'd say Drummond's more worth a 15 to $20 million contract. But if I had to predict here, I'd say Hassan Whiteside stays put with the Blazers. I think it works out pretty well for both sides. Player you guys have all been waiting for, Anthony Davis. He's by far the top free agent player. I think this is a pretty easy one to predict. Also, I think the Lakers are easily going to be resigning him. I really don't have an idea of on how big of a contract. If I'm Anthony Davis, I'd say sign a 2-year deal, maybe 3 years. Because once LeBron James retires, you don't know where this organization's be going, and he's probably going to move on to another really great team because he doesn't want to get stuck in our Pelican situation. But this team is definitely contenders for the next 1-2 years. I mean, if LeBron keeps up, maybe 3 or 4, but we'll see how long it takes. But if he went to some other landing spot, I'd say the Bulls. Chicago is hometown. But again, I don't think that's going to happen. I think more in the later years of his career, he goes and joins that team while he's still an all-star, but definitely not on the level he's on right now. But I think that was pretty easy. He stays with the Lakers. Thank you guys so much for listening and watching this video. For a quick reminder, I will be probably posting my reaction to the draft, like my face and everything like that, Thursday. I'll be recording that whole day Wednesday, my preparation and my Timberwolves expectations. It's mainly a Timberwolves thing, but it'd be cool for other NBA fans to look at and see, oh, what does this fan base have as a reaction to drafting these players? Because I'm assuming we take a guy like LaMelo Ball, and I'll be really happy with that. If we take Anthony Edwards, but I'm not as happy. If we take Danny Advia, I'll be happy. We'll see how it goes and wait for that. That's coming out in about 4 days. But thank you guys so much for watching. See you guys next one. Peace.